Hey everyone, welcome back to the AI Tech channel. Today, we're diving into a truly alarming report from the United Nations Development Program. Are we facing a global development crisis unlike anything we've seen in decades? The UNDP's latest findings paint a grim picture, suggesting that human development progress has slowed to a 35-year low. Yes, you heard that right, the slowest pace since 1990. What does this mean for our future, and more importantly, can AI provide a solution, or will it exacerbate the problem? Let's unpack this together. The report, officially titled A Matter of Choice, People and Possibilities in the Age of Artificial Intelligence, analyzes the Human Development Index, or HDI. The HDI tracks achievements in health, education, and income levels across the globe. And the news isn't good. Projections for 2024 show stalled progress in HDI across all regions. But here's the kicker. The report suggests that AI might be the key to reversing this trend. Is that even possible? We'll explore that controversial claim in detail. The report highlights widening inequalities between rich and poor countries. The traditional paths to development are being squeezed by global pressures, leading to a potential stagnation of progress. Steiner, the UNDP administrator, warns that if 2024's sluggish progress becomes the new normal, the goal of reaching a very high human development world by 2030 could slip by decades. This would leave our world less secure, more divided, and more vulnerable to economic and ecological shocks. Seriously, this is not a drill, folks. This is about the future of our planet. For the fourth year running, inequality between low HDI and very high HDI countries is increasing. This reverses a long-term trend of narrowing disparities. Countries with the lowest HDI scores face severe development challenges, driven by increasing trade tensions, a worsening debt crisis, and the rise of jobless industrialization. This is a triple whammy of problems that threatens to push these nations even further behind. The report specifically identifies factors like jobless industrialization, a phenomenon where industries automate and become more efficient without creating new jobs. This disproportionately affects developing nations and widens the gap between them and wealthier countries. Also, keep in mind that jobless industrialization ties into the AI discussion. It's like a double-edged sword. Can AI solve the issues that jobless industrialization creates, or will it accelerate it? But here's where things get interesting. The UNDP suggests that AI could reignite development. Steiner argues that amidst global turmoil, we must explore new ways to drive development. As AI rapidly advances, we should consider its potential. New capabilities are emerging almost daily. And while AI isn't a panacea, the choices we make hold the potential to reignite human development and open new pathways. That's a bold statement. But how can AI actually do this? The report hints at several potential avenues. AI could revolutionize education, healthcare, and agriculture, particularly in developing countries. Imagine AI-powered tools that provide personalized learning experiences, diagnose diseases more accurately, and optimize crop yields. The possibilities are truly transformative. The report advocates for a human-centered approach to AI, one that fundamentally redesigns approaches to development. A recent survey included in the report reveals that people are realistic yet hopeful about the change AI can bring. Half of respondents worldwide think their jobs could be automated. However, an even larger share, 6 in 10, expect AI to positively impact their employment, creating opportunities in jobs that may not even exist today. Only 13% of survey respondents fear AI could lead to job losses. In low and medium HDI countries, 70% expect AI to increase their productivity, and 2/3 anticipate using AI in education, health, or work within the next year. This suggests a strong global readiness for AI adoption, particularly in developing nations. But is this optimism justified? Are people underestimating the potential risks of AI-driven automation? The report outlines 3 critical areas for action. First, building an economy where people collaborate with AI rather than compete against it. This means focusing on tasks that complement human skills, rather than simply replacing workers with machines. Second, embedding human agency across the full AI lifecycle, from design to deployment. This ensures that AI systems are aligned with human values and priorities. Third, modernizing education and health systems to meet 21st century demands. This includes equipping people with the skills they need to thrive in an AI-driven world. Pedro Conceição, director of UNDP's Human Development Report Office, emphasizes that the choices we make in the coming years will define the legacy of this technological transition for human development. With the right policies and focus on people, AI can be a crucial bridge to new knowledge, skills, and ideas that can empower everyone from farmers to small business owners. The UNDP clearly believes that AI has the potential to be a force for good, but this requires careful planning and a commitment to human-centered development. Okay, let's pump the brakes for a moment. Let's consider the opposing viewpoint. While the UNDP is optimistic about AI's potential, many experts are far more cautious. They argue that AI could exacerbate existing inequalities and lead to widespread job displacement, particularly in developing countries. Imagine a scenario where AI-powered automation eliminates jobs in factories and call centers, leaving millions of people unemployed and without the skills to compete in the new economy. This could create a vicious cycle of poverty and inequality, pushing already vulnerable populations even further behind. Furthermore, some critics argue that the focus on AI as a solution distracts from the need for more fundamental reforms, such as addressing trade imbalances, debt crises, and climate change. They believe that AI is a band-aid solution that doesn't address the root causes of global inequality. So, which view is correct? Is the UNDP's optimism justified, or are the critics right to be concerned? The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. AI has the potential to be both a force for good and a force for harm. It all depends on how we choose to develop and deploy it. The fear is real, and not addressing it will cause massive issues. Let's take a look at another report that sheds light on this issue. The Future of Jobs Report 2023. This report, compiled by the World Economic Forum, surveyed over 800 companies across 27 industries and 45 economies. The findings are both fascinating and concerning. The report predicts a structural labor market churn of 23% of jobs in the next 5 years. This means that millions of jobs will be created, while millions of others will be eliminated. The largest job creation and destruction effects come from environmental, technology, and economic trends. While investments in the green transition are expected to create jobs, technological advancement through increased adoption of new technologies and increased digital access are expected to drive job growth in more than half of surveyed companies, offset by expected job displacement in 1/5 of companies. The report also highlights the importance of skills. Analytical thinking and creative thinking remain the most important skills for workers in 2023. Employers estimate that 44% of workers' skills will be disrupted in the next 5 years. This means that workers need to be constantly learning and adapting to new technologies. So, what does all of this mean for the future of work? It means that we're entering a period of rapid change and uncertainty. The skills that are in demand today may not be in demand tomorrow, and the jobs that exist today may not exist in the future. This is why it's so important to invest in education and training, and to create a society that supports lifelong learning. We can't be complacent. These are the future of our jobs, our children's jobs. We need to act now. To ensure a human-centered approach to AI, we need to focus on developing explainable AI, or XAI. XAI refers to AI systems that can explain their decisions and actions in a way that humans can understand. This is crucial for building trust and ensuring accountability. For example, imagine an AI system that is used to make loan decisions. If the system denies someone a loan, it's important that the system can explain why. This allows the person to understand the decision and to take steps to improve their creditworthiness. XAI is a complex field, but there are several promising approaches. One approach is to use rule-based systems, which are AI systems that are based on a set of explicit rules. Another approach is to use attention mechanisms, which are AI systems that highlight the parts of the input that are most relevant to the decision. A relevant paper to check out is Explainable AI, a review of machine learning interpretability methods by Christoph Molnar. This ensures that AI doesn't become a black box that makes decisions without any human oversight. This is very important. Another important technical consideration is federated learning. Federated learning is a machine learning technique that allows AI models to be trained on decentralized data without sharing the data itself. This is particularly important for protecting privacy and security. For example, imagine an AI system that is used to diagnose diseases. This system could be trained on data from hospitals all over the world without the hospitals having to share their data with each other. Federated learning ensures that sensitive data remains private and secure. The key paper to read here is Communication-Efficient Learning of Deep Networks from Decentralized Data by McMahon et al. Federated learning is a promising approach for developing AI systems that are both powerful and privacy-preserving. This is especially critical in healthcare and finance. Finally, let's talk about reinforcement learning with human feedback, or RLHF. RLHF is a machine learning technique that allows AI models to learn from human preferences. This is particularly important for ensuring that AI systems are aligned with human values. For example, imagine an AI system that is used to generate text. This system could be trained to generate text that is both informative and engaging by receiving feedback from human users. RLHF is a powerful approach for developing AI systems that are aligned with human values. The seminal paper here is Deep Reinforcement Learning from Human Preferences by Cristiano et al. This ensures that AI systems are not just intelligent, but also ethical and responsible. This is about building AI that reflects our best selves. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? The UNDP report highlights a critical challenge. Human development progress is slowing down. AI presents both an opportunity and a risk. It has the potential to reignite development, but it could also exacerbate existing inequalities. The key is to adopt a human-centered approach to AI, focusing on collaboration, agency, and education. We need to ensure that AI is developed and deployed in a way that benefits everyone, not just a select few. The future of human development depends on it. What do you think? Is AI the key to reversing this alarming trend, or are we heading towards a more divided and unequal world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest AI trends. Thanks for watching.